So we are halfway through the year and it's time to rank the best films of 2023 till now. And if you have missed any one of them, definitely catch up. Hello guys, I'm Nona Prince and the list will include films from every industry. First, let's start with the special mentions. These are films that I liked watching, but they edged out making the top list. So in no particular order, Satya Prem Ki Katha, Mrs. Chatterjee vs. Norway, Tu Jhooti Main Makkar, Zwigato, the Netflix film Kathal, Marvel Studios Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, Tetris, Ponniyin Selvan 2, Thankam, Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves, DC's The Flash, Irata, John Wick 4, Dasara, Por Thodil, and Pathan. Now coming to the top 10. Now these are just in the order of my preference. I'm not comparing them. I'm not saying one is better than the other. Everyone can have their own order. But do let me know your list in the comments below. Number 10, Romancham, the Malayalam language comedy horror film written and directed by Jeetu Madhavan with an ensemble cast leading with Souvin Sayer. This was such a well-made film, so funny, so detailed, so many nuances of a bachelor life I noticed, and all that blended so well with the genre. You cannot say this was a directorial debut. The cinematography, the sound design, the editing, all of it helps the plot, complemented with the amazing music. And what sticks out is the chemistry between the actors. It feels like they're friends for ages. If you haven't seen it, you can find it on Disney Plus Hotstar. Number 9 is Gulmohar, the Hindi language drama film written and directed by Rahul V. Chitela. Again with an ensemble cast with Sharmila Tagore, Manoj Bajpayee, Simran, Suraj Sharma, Amol Palekar and many more. Now this was a direct OTT release and I did find it little bit cheesy, but as a family drama, it works. It really gets emotional. It's shot really well. It makes you emotional, the drama is convincing, and it's the cast which turns this film to something else. Starting with the leading man Manoj Bajpayee, oh my god, his performance is outstanding, one of the best of the year already. And the best part is by the end of the film, you believe they are a family, and that's a success. You can catch this film on Disney Plus Hotstar. Number 8, Vidu Thalai Part 1, a Tamil language period crime thriller written and directed by Vetri Maran. The film stars Suri, who's mostly known for his comedy performances, but this time he did a really good job with a serious role. And the film again has an ensemble cast with a special cameo by Vijay Sethupathi. Now I have to warn you, this is a hard watch. It's not easy. The film is dark, it's gritty, it's very raw. It wants you to feel what the characters are going through. And what it's portraying being so real, it makes it more gut-wrenching and haunting. The film begins with an outstanding single-take shot of a train crash, and that's an amazing start to the film. Now it says in the title itself, it's part 1, which means the film ends with kind of a cliffhanger. The story is not complete and I have to wait for part 2. I don't think I can watch this film again. I cannot handle that brutality, but if you're someone who can, definitely give it a watch. It's available to stream on Z5 with a director's cut. Number 7 is Purusha Pretam, or The Male Ghost, the Malayalam language police procedural film directed by none other than Krishand, who I got to meet actually, and he also directed one of my favorite films from 2022, Avasaviyam. Again, this film has an ensemble cast. I'm actually kind of seeing a pattern here, starring Alexander Prashant, Jagdish, Darshana Rajendran and many more. Now just like Avasaviyam, this film has its own style. It is kind of a neo-noir film and I love the wacky aesthetics of it. The visuals are so well done, they are so playful. The framing, the compositions, the use of music, it's all brilliant. It's a very well done police procedural but with a bit of energy and fun. And it also carries a social commentary about the system, about us, the society. And the film asks a question, can we really change? You can find this film on Sony Live. Number 6, Creed 3, an American sports drama directed, produced and starring Michael B. Jordan. And this was his directorial debut. This is the 3rd film in the Creed franchise and the 9th film in the Rocky film series. The film also stars Heather Thompson, Jonathan Majors and many more. After the first 2 films, this one begins with the title character Adonis Creed retiring as a boxer, but then he comes face to face to his past from which he was running. I'll not say much, but I really enjoyed this film. In a sense, these films have a same arc where a hero goes down, becomes an underdog and comes up fighting. And it gives you that motivation. You have that training montage, but it's also personal. You feel emotionally invested. And technically the film is so good, and Michael B. Jordan actually used a lot of anime tricks in the fight sequences to tell the story, which I absolutely loved. I think it just took the boxing action to another level, which was needed to make it special. You can catch the film on Amazon Prime Video. Number 5 is Air, an American biographical sports drama directed by Ben Affleck, one of my favorite, and written by Alex Convery. The film is actually based on the true events about the origin of Air Jordan, the basketball shoe line by Nike. The film stars Matt Damon, Ben Affleck himself, Viola Davis, and a lot more. This film comes in a genre which I love from Hollywood, biographical dramas, which they do really well. The performances are amazing in this. I like they keep it simple but real, and you really get into the affairs of these characters, what they are trying to do, why they are trying to do. You are in with them and you want them to succeed, and that tells you how good the film is. If you haven't, definitely check it out on Amazon Prime. Number 4 is Valvi, a Marathi language dark comedy thriller directed by Paresh Mokshi. Again, it's an ensemble cast starring with Swapnil Joshi, Anita Deth, Subodh Bhave. Definitely catch this film on Z5. Number 3 is 2018 Everyone is a Hero, a Malayalam language survival thriller film. It's based on the 2018 Kerala floods, directed by Jude Anthony Joseph. Again, it's an ensemble cast. I'm definitely seeing a pattern here now. Starring Tovino Thomas, Kunchako Boban, Naren, Asif Ali, Vineet Srinivasan, Lal, and many more. Now, if you haven't seen my review for this, it's a no-brainer, must watch if you haven't. Technically, the film is brilliant, the performances are so good, and when you actually think about how they made the film, it makes you respect them more. It's not just capturing what people went through in real life, but it's recreating that so well that it's an achievement in itself that they did it, that they pulled it off, and that too so well. By the end of the film, you feel like, as a viewer, that you were drenched in water, that you were in the rain for so long. The film takes its time to build it up, but by the end, it's all worth it. And the emotions you'll feel are unparalleled. So if you haven't in the theaters, definitely check it out on Sony Live. It's available in all languages. My number 2 is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I have to say I am a little biased as an animator myself. I had to choose this film. If you don't know, it's an American computer animated superhero film featuring Marvel characters Spider-Man or Spider-Man. It is a sequel to Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, which came out in 2018. The film talks about multiverse and alternate universes with different Spider-Men and how they all converge. Now, the film has 4 directors and 2 writers who are also producers. They got a really good voice cast for it. I made a whole video why this film is special. You can check it out. But I can say it's not just talking about a great story. It's actually talking about the mythos of Spider-Man, a mythos of superheroes. It's addressing the structure of a superhero film. It's meta in that sense. And over that, technically, it's the best thing out there. What they have achieved visually is something we have never seen before in the history. You know, this is a film that makes your soul happy. Now, if you haven't seen the film, it's still playing in theaters somewhere. But if you missed it, it will be out to stream soon. And now, finally, number 1. Any guesses? Let me know in the comments. No, I'm kidding. It's Naan Pakkal Nirat. They were also films which I saw, but I didn't like them, and you can check that list here. If for anyone I didn't make a special video, I talked about them in my monthly live streams. You can check it out. Still, there'll be some films missing, and it's impossible to catch every film that came out in the first 6 months from every industry. Why? There are 2 main reasons. One is time. You just have limited time to do limited things and watch limited films. And the other is availability. Many great films which should have made the list are not available readily. That's true for every industry, and the films you miss out are generally the smaller films. So here's a list which I assume would make my top 10, but I haven't watched them, and whenever I do, I'll make a video about them or update the list in the comments where you can check it. Which one among these do you think would make my list? Let me know. Now, did you know every year on the channel we do an award show awarding the best films of that year? And for the last year we did one here. You can check it out and find out if your favorite films won or not. We call it the Fair Film Awards because we are very fair. Is it true? Check it out. If you like this list, hit the thumbs up button, share this, and I'll see you next time.